got three dynamic arms.
I get it.
Betances can give you more than one inning. Chapman can give you more than one inning. Andrew Miller was the comfy ninth inning guy.
Right. I just think Aroldis Chapman, he and Craig Kimbrell, and it's hard to say because you look at the year last year that Andrew Miller had. He had a marvelous year. One little mini stint on the disabled list. Other than that, he had a really rock-solid season. But to me, Aroldis Chapman's the guy.
Yeah, I totally agree. If it plays out perfectly, you have a closer every night. You win 10 in a row. Very few clubs could run out a closer 10 nights in a row. You obviously can't run the same guy out there. But that's the danger in using every guy for every win. I would be saving one guy every once in a while, not try to get in that model where you go 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9 every night. Baseball has a weird way of being streaky. And the Yankees have an opportunity now with Chapman as a closer to run him out 3 days in a row. Okay, we're going for our fourth win. We got another closer, unless you're running those same three guys 3 days in a row. That's where I would be different as a manager. I want my traditional closer. I think that works. It's proven it works. But then I want a 1A and a 1B. Because they're coming in to bail that guy out when he's had a lot of work in a row, and I don't miss a beat.
If you're Andrew Miller, is that a phone call that you're happy about?
Yeah,
I mean, you signed on, and you didn't know when he signed on if he's going to be the closer. But now, you don't know if you're the closer anymore after having one of the most dominant closer seasons. Are you excited about this?
And he's getting paid for what he did as a guy who's emerged as one of the top relievers in the game. But remember, unless you don't have a heartbeat, you want to win a world championship, you want to pitch in the games that matter, and this gives your team a best chance to do that. So I don't think it's an ego blow or it's a situation where you go, there's only two guys that I can think of in the game that are going to take Andrew Miller's position, and that's Chapman and Kimbrell.
All I know is we saw Drew Storen, who was having a magical 2015 season for the Washington Nationals, fall back as an eighth inning guy, and Dan, it didn't work. The idea blew up in the Nationals' face.
I get it, but this is why I agree with John. Why I think it's going to work for the Yankees with Betances and or with Miller. Because both of these guys were groomed, but particularly Betances. He was a long shot to make the team a couple of years ago. He pitched so well in spring training that he forced the Yankees' hand. Listen, this is a failed starter. The plans for Dell and Betances, remember, and Manny Banuelos, they were the two untouchables 5 years ago. Well, listen, I think when you look at Aroldis Chapman, this guy has closed games. He's not pitched the seventh. He's not pitched the eighth. And I think in Miller and Betances, you have two guys that I think would accept that seventh and or eighth inning role a lot easier. And getting back to Drew Storen, he needed an opportunity. Once Tyler Clippard was out of the mix, that job became his, and he did very well at it. All of a sudden, he gets supplanted, and they bring in Jonathan Papelbon, and his first couple of outings, the eighth inning, were great. We thought, hey, this is going to work. It didn't work, but I think with Miller and Betances, it will work because I don't think either one of these guys have closed enough games, John, in enough seasons to say, hey, I'm closing games or I want out of here.